Deck the halls with boughs of holly. What's on this teleprompter? It's boughs of holly, not balls. B-O-U-G-H? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Deck the halls with balls of holly because it's Christmas, gosh darn it, here on MU180.
With five-time Emmy Award-losing lead anchor Kevin Ellis, Marco Bichinich, weather, Zach Myers, sports, and your reporters from the field, Roberto Vaquero and Trayvon Wesley. It's MU180 at 7 o'clock.
Welcome to part 2 of our Christmas special. I'm Kevin Ellis. A New York resident, Jeffrey Clementine, was found dead in New York around midnight yesterday. According to authorities who spoke with Mr. Clementine's friends, Clementine began his 25 Days of Christmas marathon by watching It's a Wonderful Life 5 times in a row. After doing so, Clementine went out to a local supermarket and bought 20 bottles of eggnog and 4 bottles of Godiva chocolate liqueur. He then proceeded to drink all 20 bottles of eggnog mixed with liqueur in a span of 32 hours and got high off of frankincense while watching various Christmas films that led to the following events. High and drunk off his mind and having just watched The Miracle on 34th Street, he ran down Park Avenue in a Santa outfit, telling pedestrians that he was in fact Santa Claus. He proceeded to break into the Empire State Building, where he took one of the reindeer mannequins from the ground level and ran up the stairs of the 102-story building with the reindeer in hand. Upon arriving to the top, security camera footage shows Mr. Clementine riding around the top of the building on the reindeer like a horse, holding a black trash bag over his right shoulder. Audio from Mr. Clementine was extracted from the security camera footage, and he could be heard yelling, "Here I come with your presidents, biatches!" Mr. Clementine then jumped off the edge and rode the reindeer mannequin all the way down to the 5th Avenue below. Blood tests have yet to confirm whether Mr. Clementine was actually Santa Claus. A study conducted by the DeVry University concluded that some Christmas songs have subliminal messages in them. DeVry University has quite the reputation for being excellent researchers, and the songs that they believe to have underlying messages in them are Feliz Navidad and Mele Kalikimaka. The study's findings are riveting. Apparently, Feliz Navidad means Merry Christmas, and the same for Mele Kalikimaka. It's not like anyone would have guessed that after a semester in Spanish class or Hawaiian class, now would they? Anyway. An Iowa man was arrested today after having released an adult film entitled Santa and His 8 Reindeer. I will let you figure out what sexual misconduct he was arrested for. It's now time for This Day in 1860. On this day in 1860, Frosty the Snowman melted for the 100th time. And that's your day in 1860. We now go live on over to Mr. Kevin Landgraf, who once again is live from the North Pole. Kevin?
That's right, Kevin. As if one trip wasn't already enough, I'm back up here again because the reindeers are on strike.
Wait, the reindeer or reindeers?
Deers, well, the flying animals that pull Santa's sleigh are on strike.
And what seems to be the problem?
Well, apparently, Kev, Rudolph is Jewish, and this whole Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays fiasco has really turned his shiny red nose the wrong way.
So he's now refusing to fly at all, or is he demanding a pay raise?
I'm told he won't fly at all.
Sounds like those jingle bells are a little bit too far up his behind then. How dare you deprive the kids? And then again, no one knew he was Jewish, but is that kind of a big deal, being Jewish around Christmas time? I don't know.
I don't know, but honestly, Kev, I say Jew-you to them. It's not my fault I get bundles of presents on Christmas. I mean, yeah, I get you jealous that I'm getting a 6 snapper while you're opening a new yarmulke. Trust me, with my hat, girls will be wanting to play in my reindeer games if you get my drift. Meow!
Well, I don't know. I've actually seen some pretty stylish yarmulkes lately. You know, rhinestones in the works?
Regardless, a yarmulke's a yarmulke. When girls see a dude with a yarmulke, they don't want to light his Christmas tree. Wink, wink. They'd rather he just do their taxes. I'm just saying.
I hear you. I'm pretty sure yarmulkes are just worn to cover up bald spots anyway.
Bingo, Kev. And while we're on unnecessary Christmas clothing, vests.
Vests, Kev?
Vests, Kev. Listen, what is the point of a vest around winter? Answer: it makes being a tool year-round instead of a seasonal thing. You think, oh man, can't wear my sleeveless outside, bro. It's a bit too thin and chilly. So you throw on a vest. Keeps your arms uncovered and your torso warm. And really, isn't that what we all want for Christmas anyway? Who wants your arms to be warm? I know I don't.
Me neither, and I like to just rip those sleeves off my long sleeve button down and call that a vest. It really makes myself feel good.
And Kev, it really prevents nipple chafing. If you just take a look at mine, you'll see.
Okay, Kev, probably shouldn't stop there, but let's go back to the story. Will you be able to get Rudolph to fly? Because if he won't, I have a suggestion of where he can stick that red nose of his, right up my,
Okay, Kev, okay, I'll tell him. No worries.
Excellent work, Kevin, and thanks again.
No, thank you, Kevin.
When we return, Marco will be here to celebrate the Christmas cheer. And we're back. Up next, we've got Marco, who may or may not actually do his job and give us the weather. But in the meantime, he has a special fact about himself to share with us. Marco.
I would like to begin tonight with a moment of silence for Frosty the Snowman. He melted last night when a drunken Rudolph the inebriated reindeer decided it would be funny to tell Frosty that his sauna was a walk-in freezer. Now here's something you didn't know about me. I am Santa's Northwest PR manager, and I have my own personal elf. Come here, boy. Friends, this is Rufus, and he's here to help me spread the Christmas cheer. He doesn't make the greatest conversation because he's shy and not really a talker, but that's better than blunt force trauma to the head. We have a list of things to talk about to be fully prepared for the Christmas season, and we begin with the tree. To some, cutting down a tree and bringing it into the house may seem a bit like something your drunk neighbor would do, and normally it would be. But in between Thanksgiving and December 20th, it somehow becomes acceptable. This acts, I can only assume, as an umbrella for the gifts underneath, which can range from toys to shoes in the event of a roof cave-in. Second is clear tape, scissors, ribbon, and wrapping paper. Many, if not most of you, have these items, and you think you know where they're hidden, but they're not there. These objects are constantly on the move, and during Christmas, you can look all you want. You won't find them. They're gone. As for food, you or someone you love may receive a fruitcake during the Christmas season. If you have never had fruitcake before, it tastes like a shoe to the face. Because a bad man hit me in the face with a shoe. As I was saying, it makes no sense. Fruit is good, cake is amazing. Fruitcakes are disgusting crap. Besides that, there are huge amounts of eating. We eat and eat until the announcement, that's it. I can eat no more. I will never eat again. And then half an hour later, you find yourself at the microwave heating up a sandwich made up of all the leftovers. Finally, remember to keep the moss in Christmas. The bigger the presents, the better. For Christmas, will there be snow? Yes, just probably not here. And Santa says he's sick of milk and cookies. He wants liquor and sausage this year. Kevin?
Good to know, Marco. Thank you. Zach is up next, and he is here to tell us all about the dreadful team that is the San Diego Chargers. On over to you, Zach.
Ho, ho, ho. It's Christmas time, and I unfortunately have sports coming your way. For those of you that don't know, I am a longtime San Diego Charger fan, and Christmas is the time of year that I really realize that the season is over. You can see that I have lights around me. This season has been lights out against the Chargers. My team has won 4 games against the Raiders, who suck, the Titans, who suck, and the Chiefs, the worst team in the NFL, and the Chargers have beaten them twice. Every year I go to a Chargers game, and I definitely would not go this year if it weren't for the fact that I get these tickets for free, courtesy of my cousin who works for the Chargers. And you may think my cousin is like the GM or the head coach. And I can thankfully tell you that he is not, because the GM and head coach of the San Diego Chargers are the most hated men in San Diego. As a longtime member of the Fire Norv Turner Facebook page, I can tell you that these two figures are very disliked. I thought the season was going to go better than last season. Last year, the Chargers were in prime field goal position with the game tied. All Philip Rivers had to do was let the clock expire and take a knee, so that there'd only be time for a field goal and the Chargers would win. But no, Philip Rivers fumbled the snap, and the Chiefs recovered the ball and scored to win. All you have to do is take the ball and then get down on a knee. My blind next door neighbor can even do this. He showed me. That was the low point last year. Then we had the low point this year. Picture this. All you have to do is stop the opposing offense on a 4th and 29, and then you win. The opposing offense does a 2-yard pass, and 3 of your defenders can't tackle the guy, and he gets 30 yards, and the Chargers lose that one too. Let me repeat that. It was 4th and 29, and they made a 2-yard pass, and they converted it. So Merry Christmas, everyone that still has a hope of a good season. Nothing is more devastating than being a San Diego Chargers fan. Nothing. Well, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. At least your organization cares enough to fire underachieving coaches. And if you are a Cleveland Browns fan, well, one of your wins was against the Chargers in a thrilling 7-6 match. Wow. We move on. Well, let's see if I can actually get into a Christmas mood now, as the Los Angeles Dodgers found out what they're going to be getting for Christmas this year. It is reported that the Dodgers and TV network Fox will soon strike a deal that will allow Fox to televise the Dodgers' regular season games for, what do you think, a few $1 million? Try $500 million a year. No, wait, that's not right. Try $1 billion a year. No, that's not right either. Try $6 billion for a single season to broadcast a team that can't make it to the playoffs, and you don't even get to broadcast their games even if they do make it to the playoffs. So maybe the economy is getting better if companies are basically willing to set their money on fire without insurance coverage. Now I have this week's sport of the week called shrugging. In this sport, you go to Party City or any other obnoxious Christmas supplier and just buy all the stupidest Christmas decorations that you can find, from plastic penguins that make fake poop, a Santa Claus on top of your chimney that sings random things throughout the night, even if it's 2:45 in the morning, or a reindeer that launches himself into your neighbor's house, real penguins that make real poop, or a full-on manger scene with those animals that poop a lot and make the whole neighborhood smell like you've only eaten beans for the last 12 years of your life. You get the idea. You have the most obnoxious decorations, and here's what you do next. You don't take them down. See how long you can run with it. Valentine's Day rolls around and you stick a Cupid in your front lawn. Now no one can complain. It's now Cupid celebrating Valentine's Day with his favorite animals and his pal Santa. When April Fool's rolls around, you take down all the decorations. I don't care how long it takes you to put those penguins in your garage. Take them all down. Then put them up the next day. Everyone will be so ticked off that they will move out of your neighborhood, and you will have what you wanted all along: peace and quiet. And that's the sport shrugging. And don't give me this crap that it sounds like an activity and it's not a sport. Because if that's the case, we can't call NASCAR a sport either. That's it for sports. Merry Christmas, and enjoy by not eating too much, or you're going to end up like our weatherman.
Oh my God. Sick him, Rufus!
Oh God. Oh God. Gotta get out of here.
Well, we hope Zach is going to be all right. Not good situation there. When we come back, though, Hilberto and Trayvon will give a special report, so don't go anywhere. Hello again, friends. Hilberto and Trayvon are in the studio with their reflections of the Christmas season.
I'm Kesha. Welcome to Gil and Trayvon's Christmas Corner. Now, I tapped into the eggnog, so I'm feeling so great. But yeah. Now the holidays are near, and we all know just how much family togetherness Christmas brings. See, I'm Mexican. Not like that Selena Gomez, I don't know how to speak Spanish Mexican, but the regular tamale-making, natural, non-oompa-loompa, tan Mexican. My family as well, too much for words, so to summarize some of our family activities, here are some of our home videos. Now let me tell you, first off, I've told Uncle Juan to shave off his caterpillar from his face. Because not only does it terrify the baby, but it sheds, and he likes cutting all our main course meals, and trust me, nobody wants tiny looking curly hairs in their food. I need to pee.
Okay, go.
Can you hold my cup? The cup can't even handle me right now.
Excuse Gilberto, he forgot to take his Ritalin and Xanax medication today, so he's a little woo. But anyway, hello, I'm Trayvon Wesley, and since everyone is getting in the holiday spirit, people are acting up more than ever. It's time to talk about the special traditions that my family attempts to do during the most wonderful time of the year. During Christmas in my house, what really brings the family together around the tree is not the presents, Santa Claus, or the joy of being around loved ones, but dancing. And the satisfaction of knowing that you made my great-grandma Abby proud. My grandma always taught us to make sure to video record all of the special moments during the holiday season. And luckily, I listened for a change. I wouldn't have caught my two cousins, Terrell and Dexter, showing the family how to get crunk. Enjoy.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Do it, do it, do it, doing. Let him know. Let him know. CB, get it.
And if you were wondering, yes, that was my excellent voice you heard in the background. You know, I could never figure out how to dance like that. I tried it once, broke my arm in 16 places. And yes, that can happen. Google it. You know, one year I remember when my family threw a little Christmas get-together at the local movie theater. Why a movie theater? Because they are always open. My older brother, Diavante, loves when the spotlight and attention is on him, and he wanted to show the family some of his moves that he's been working on. Of course, my great-grandma, bless her soul, maybe bring along the tape recorder, or I wouldn't have got this.
That's a G! That's a G! Arnie, do the worm! Arnie, do the worm! Ah!
Now, being black, we like to have random parties in our backyards. And last Christmas, since it wasn't too much snow on the ground, my three great uncles and my aunt couldn't wait to show us what they learned from watching some videos on MySpace. You know, as I watched that video, it just warmed my heart to the core. My great-grandma was so proud of my family for getting together and sharing such a special moment like that. And she always wants the family to share many more traditions for years to come. Now, if you're wondering what my great-grandmother looks like, this is her. Now, you know why my family dances like that, and all I do is record and laugh in shame. So, Gilberto, are you okay?
I'm fine. Christmas time is a time for happiness and cheer and finding hobos in your living room.
It is.
Christmas time is the only time Aunt Seraphy Quantra can drink too much eggnog like me and be thankful for it. And America makes Christmas beautiful, and there's candy and cake and candy and sexy Santa lingerie, and God bless America!
Well, I have to go take Gilberto to the hospital. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everyone. Here's a little special video for you if you like pandas. Enjoy.
Well, that was our Christmas special for you, and that does it for us this semester on MU180. It has been a pleasure delivering you the most honest, fair, and truthful news around. We will see you when we return from a Christmas break, or most of us at least. In the meantime, From all of us here at MU180, have yourselves a Merry Christmas.